Okay, so, I guess at this point, it's, safe to say. Is it a Zeppelin? Anyway, the floating ship in the air, that's arrived. They haven't, made any sort of announcements, but I think they're probably going to stay. For a while, at least. In the meantime, everyone should, just try not to, don't worry. I'm sure everything will be fine, right? This is the ink spots. Not the ink spots, but the ink spots. The spots of ink. The song is I Don't Want to Set the World on Fire.
Hey, mind if we talk now?
So it starts with R?
Of course. What's up?
Look, I needed to mention. Just you taking care of Bobby. I ain't proud of having to put you through that. That sort of dictatorial shit ain't usually my style.
She tried to dupe us both. Dealing with her was the right move.
True, but it doesn't change the fact that she's out of the picture because of us. Hell, that sort of bull's the whole reason I became mayor in the first place. Some ass named Vic Ran the town for I don't know how long before that. Guy was scum. Used us drifters like his own personal piggy bank. He had this goon squad he'd use to keep people in line. Every so often he'd let them off the leash, go blow off some steam on the populace at large. Folks with homes could lock their doors, but us drifters, we got it bad. There was one night, some drifter said something to them. They cracked him open like a can of cram on the pavement. And we all just stood there, did nothing.
You can't blame yourself. Sounds like you were outmatched. Probably would have killed you too.
You're right, but it was still spineless. I felt like less than nothing. Afterwards, I got so high, I blacked out completely. When I finally came to, I was on the floor of the old state house, right in front of the clothes of John Hancock. John Hancock, first American hoodlum and defender of the people. I might have still been high, but those clothes spoke to me, told me what I needed to do. I smashed the case, put him on, started a new life as Hancock. After that, I went clean for a bit, got organized, convinced Cleo to loan me some hardware, got a crew of drifters together and headed out into the ruins, started training. Next time Vic's boys went on their tear, we'd be ready for them.
Why not try and reason with Vic instead of creating a militia?
Hey, if I thought for a second that would work, I would have tried. Or at least, thought about trying. So, the night of, we all got loaded, let Vic's boys get good and hammered, and burst from the windows and rooftops where we'd been hiding. They never even saw it coming. We didn't have to fire a shot. We didn't have to, but we sure fucking did. It was a massacre. Once we'd mopped up, we strolled right into Vic's quarters in the State House, wrapped a rope around his neck, and threw him off the balcony. And there I am, gun in hand, draped in Hancock's duds, looking at all the people of Goodneighbor assembled below. I had to say something. That first time I said them, they didn't even feel like my words. Of the people, for the people, was my inaugural address. Became Mayor Hancock of Goodneighbor that day. And from then on, I vowed I'd never stand by and watch. Ever again.
And you're never gonna have to. We'll take care of the Commonwealth together.
Good. I just hope you get where I was coming from. I ain't out to bring harm to anyone that didn't earn it. Though I'm getting the distinct idea you got the same plan. Well, you probably heard enough of me running my mouth for one day. Wanna get moving?
Have to start over.
there. You went through a lot of effort to arrange this meeting. But before we go any further,
Not one
answer my
foot
questions.
closer.
Who the hell are you?
I followed the Freedom Trail looking for the railroad. I'm not your enemy.
If that's true,
Just her.
you have nothing to fear. Who told you how to contact us?
Now here's
I
the-
just heard a rumor about you guys in Diamond City.
I see. Last question. Why are you here?
That, I don't know, maybe you hadn't already heard about. It sounds like, from what I heard, people saying in the bar the other night, there was a,
I need a Courser chip decoded.
You have what? This is not a joking matter.
I didn't know we were having a party.
Some sort of chems deal?
What gives with my
Like
invitation?
selling them?
Oh, I see you invited the Courser killer.
It went bad.
Nice.
Deacon,
Gunshots.
you're late.
People dead.
You're saying
That
this
bullshit.
intruder actually killed a
It's
courser?
weird, but,
Single-handedly?
This happened at about the same time
That'd
that
give
Henry
even
Cook
Gloria a
went.
run for her money.
Newsflash, boss. This guy is kind of a big deal. If
Maybe.
you're done interrogating him, you might want to
It's,
show this
it's
Courser
unclear
murdering
whether-
machine a little
I mean, no one
courtesy.
knows if everyone involved
Just a
died or
thought.
not.
I owe you
Probably,
an
though,
apology.
that's usually
Anyone who
how it
kills a courser is good in my book.
Just,
I'm
uh,
Desdemona,
just
and
another day
I'm
in
the
the
leader of the
Commonwealth, am I right?
railroad.
Right?
Who are you people exactly?
In a world full of suspicion, treachery, and hunters, we're the synth's only friend.
Des, we need to let him in. He's got an intact Courser chip, for God's sake.
That violates our security protocols.
To hell with that. He killed a Courser. There's no way he's working for the Institute.
We're letting you into our headquarters. You're the first outsider ever to be given this privilege. We'll discuss the details about your chip inside.
We having fun yet?
Decoding a Courser chip is a very delicate operation. A million things can go wrong, the least of which is losing the data. Fortunately, we have the right man for the job.
Oh, hey, Dad. You need something?
Tom, our visitor here has a Courser chip.
Whoa! For real? Oh, man, it's been ages.
Right. Some ground rules. Tom can get you the code, but once he's done, we get the Courser chip.
Why do you want the Courser chip?
Institute Tech is light years beyond what we have. And a Courser chip is top of the line. I'm not gonna get into details, but that chip could help us save lives. Maybe throw a wrench in some of the Institute's operations. So, hand over the chip.
Fine. It's yours.
All right. Tom, make it happen.
All right, little Corsa chip. Let's have the circuit analyzer take a crack at you.
Hi.
Give Tom time. He'll get that chip decoded.
We're in. Chip accessed. Just poke the analog connectors a little. What? Oh, man, don't crash. Encryption algorithm.
Drugs?
Come on. Show me that sweet bass note. Come on. Then we got it. We got the code. Let me load that
Don't
onto the
try
holotape
anything,
for ya.
stranger.
Good work, Tom.
Yeah, but I'm not sure our luck will hold up next time, Des.
Start working on the rest of the chip. And you, I'd love to work with you more. Let me know if you're interested. But to be crystal clear, if you use that data and discover anything involving the Institute, you share it with us first. Otherwise, our relationship will be in jeopardy.
Everyone's all, you've been hitting the chems way too hard. But I got my eyes open. I see.
Hey there.
If we're going to be dealing more with each other, I need to make sure that we're on the same page. You know what a synth is, right?
Yeah, I know all about them.
Good. The Institute treats synths as property, as tools.
Aren't synths just machines? And machines are tools.
They started that way. But if it's impossible to tell a single difference between a synth and a human, they must be treated the same. So we seek to free the synths from their bondage. Give them a chance at a real life. I have a question. The only question that matters. Would you risk your life for your fellow man? Even if that man is a synth?
It depends on the circumstances.
There's no middle ground with this. Would you risk death to save a synth or not?
Could you elaborate?
Answer with your gut on this. Your heart. If you had to put yourself in danger to save a synth, would you do it?
Once, I pledged my life to protect my countrymen. I don't see this as any different.
Well said. Someone with your skills, your beliefs. Normally, we'd try and recruit you. But right now, we don't have the time to train up a new agent. There are, however, other valuable ways you can contribute. And in turn, we can help you. See Deacon for details. You're free to go.
I can patch you up if you need it. Or a
All right. Anything safe?
You gotta be careful, man. The Institute is everywhere.
that was Uranium Fever by, oh man, by Elton Britt. Yes, right, said so, right there.
Not many doctors around these days. Should let me take a look at you.
Now here's another, well, it's some news about things in the world that have happened that, I don't know, maybe that I already heard about. It sounds like, from what I heard, people saying in the bar the other night, there was a, what would you call it? Well, I guess it was some sort of chems deal, like selling them or something, and it went bad. Gunshots, people dead, that whole shebang. It's weird, but this happened at about the same time that Henry Cook went
I don't have anything shady.
went missing. Is that a coincidence? Maybe. It's unclear whether, I mean, no one knows if everyone involved died or not. Probably though. That dude was probably, just another day in the Commonwealth, am I right? Right? That's the worst thing about asking that question. No one ever answers. So I always wonder if I'm right. Betty Hutton sounds like she sure is mad about some guy. Song.
All right, now we're talking.
I don't have anything to say to you. We'll file out separately after you. That's not...
Hi.
Hope you didn't mind the reception. When you tango with the Institute, you gotta be careful when someone new gets on the dance floor.
Your leader was just being cautious.
Whatever keeps you alive.
Exactly. Kind of killed our chance at a friendly first impression, though. But it's all good now. I vouched for you. Nobody got shot. Still, I would consider it a close personal favor if you didn't sell us out to the Institute. Thanks.
Don't worry, I'll keep your secret.
That's what I want to hear. So Dez wants me to make you a tourist. That's what we call someone who helps out with the odd job here and there. What a waste. I'm just gonna come out and say this. The railroad needs you.
You got my attention.
I got a job. Too big for me, just perfect for the two of us. You help me out, we turn a few heads, and then Dez invites you into the fold. Then, if you get into a bind and need some help, your buddies in the railroad got your back.
Sign me up then.
Perfecto. Let's meet up at the old freeway outside of Lexington. I'll fill you in once you get there.
Des says we stay here until you leave.
I'm busy.
What are you building?
Yeah? You know what I call a good day? One that ends without an empty...
Farming's as honest work
Hey,
gets.
now that you're back here in Sanctuary, how would you like a job?
You know what? Since we talked, I'm feeling swell. Look at the two of us here in Sanctuary. Prepared for the future.
You hear about that farm run by ghouls? Isn't that something?
What have you got to trade today?
I'll keep an eye out. Hey.
Such
Place
a
is
positive
really coming
guy,
together,
makes me
huh?
proud.
I can't take all the credit.
Okay, so, I guess at this point it's safe to say that the Brotherhood of Steel is really, sticking around.
Don't take offense to Mercy. She's working through the loss in her own way.
What's the difference exactly? Is it a Zeppelin? Anyway, the floating ship in the air, that's arrived. They haven't, made any sort of announcements,
Nick,
but,
time to hit the road.
They're probably gonna stay. For a while.
Not now.
Well, I'll be around if you change your mind.
Everyone should, you know, just try not to, don't worry. I'm sure everything will be fine. Right? Roy Brown is back with Good Rockin' Tonight, I guess. I mean, you wouldn't bother singing about it if the rockin' wasn't all that great.
Hi, how are
The
you?
average rockin' or...
Easy, Logan. This ain't.
What have you got to trade today?
Please, just... I need to be alone right now.
I just need to trade gear with you.
I should have done